This is what it sounded like, this is what it sounded like, this is what it sounded like, this is what it sounded like when thugs cry, when thugs cry. This is what it sounded like, 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 this is what it sounded like when thugs cry. When thugs cry. Nigga, we represent the planet, get schizophrenic and panic. Maybe the pants would understand if they get off their ass and march. How do you manage? Paranoid, don't even trust my boys. Watch for the plot and the floors and boys scoping like a doping. When I'm smoking in the alleys with these ghetto guns and erase my funds. Watch niggas in Cali take bullets to the brain, still rowdy. Jesus really never died. You crucified me to suicide. Who am I? Local with vocals, double coast to coast, having a moment ride. For sure. Deception, whether my brethren, but sunny days when they parlay get killed when they get the stepping. Remember the reference code. And the doctor said anytime to myself in the ocean. Those frivolous stuff for the brought up for this independence. God of several relentless evil intention. Numbing the nose and even a henchman. Warrior poet never to mention. My lady rebel. And we can get this joke on. And we can get this joke on. And we can get this joke on. And we can get this smoke on. When thugs cry. This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry. When thugs cry. This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry. When thugs cry. We keeping the lights on it, ruthless and I ain't fucking the boss, looking at me sexy, take your clothes off, but my dick ain't go soft. Never mix business with your sickness, and see me flipping in the picnic with your little divide and conquer. But my sister was ready to bomb and get off the Disney. And up off my boys, me and my boys, give us a choice. How could you ever tell Sony that I was the only one making noise? Ain't it a breach of trust? Look in the gutter. Never judge yo. Book by the cover, word to the motherfucker. I didn't stutter, but what if I lost and it came in the office and nobody noticed with liquid explosives on top of Versace clothes? Give up the ghost. Crazy's Picasso. The lazy's like Caesar, stacks like little Pesci in Casino and Wish. Don't give a fuck. Oh, I'm Gambino. When the Walking Dead woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Bible of survival. 666 rivals. 666 rivals. Remember you said I read, but I wrote with killers. Niggas that are busting the club. You don't feel us strapped in the bed. Strapped picking up the kids on the realest. The realest. The realest. The realest. And this is what it sounded like. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. This is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry. Oh, you. Oh, no. It'll make your body shake when it's too late. Soon as you flipped off the safety. Baby, this we all. They don't tell me you crazy. What they tell me? Hell no. But the reason this weeping weird over the demon so cheap. And at least she peeping so peep. Deep down in your pockets, no sleep. Running with my crucifix. Lucifer usually uses the rule of these wicked chicks in the school of these ghetto games. And the fool of this bitch is missing. Shame, shame, shame. Enemies attacking me. Actually, I'm in the grain. That's Mr. Majesty. These casualties, well, they passing me by. But I hear death calling when it's so cold in the room. Who's stalling? Better come after me. We say, fuck y'all. All into battle. We battle. When thugs cry. And this is what it sounds like. When thugs cry. And this is what it sounded like. 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 When thugs cry. When the thugs cry. When the thugs. 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 When thugs.